But first tonight, new guidelines for a summer staple. The Food and Drug Administration has some new rules for the makers of sunscreens. It seems that some of their claims haven't been exactly truthful. Roosevelt Lefkowitz joins us now with the very latest. Rosie?
Well, Kelly, Uncle Sam says sunscreen makers have been pushing the boundaries of, well, let's say it delicately, the truth when it comes to marketing their products. And new labeling guidelines the FDA is hoping will straighten up some of the things that are stranger than fiction. It's almost as big a part of summer as baseball and beachwear. The conventional wisdom of the past 20 years is that if you're going to be outside and spend time outside, everyone should put something on their skin to protect it from the sun's harsh rays.
I wear SPF 30. It's I think it's a good protection against the sun, and I don't want to get skin cancer or anything wrong with my skin.
There are two types of rays from the sun to worry about if you're going to spend time outside: UVA and UVB rays, which can cause skin cancer and age the skin. Folks like Barbara Holcomb won't go anywhere without putting sunscreen on herself and her little boy or her grandchildren. She says especially this is important for the little guys.
Well, I talked to my doctor and he told me to use around 50, that anything after that is no use. It's the same thing.
But Uncle Sam says manufacturers were making and selling products that made big claims but actually did very little. The new labeling guidelines will get rid of water and sweat-proof claims, limit maximum protection to SPF 50. Anything above that, the feds say, is bogus. Products that protect against both types of harmful rays must be called broad spectrum, but only products SPF 15 and broad spectrum can say they protect against cancer and skin aging. For many folks, hearing the changes won't make them stop using sunscreen, but will allow them to shop smarter.
I may rethink it. Now that I hear that, anything above 50 really isn't, doing me much better, I may rethink what I put on now, because I normally use about 70 or even 85.
I know I probably have to reapply it more often instead of like just once. See, if I'm outside for like an hour doing an hour work, I'll probably have to put it on like twice during that practice.
Now, the FDA first considered doing something about this back in 1978, but standards got put on the back burner for more than 20 years. But new methods of testing have made it possible to judge levels of sun protection a little better. The new labels have already started popping up on some products, but manufacturers will be required to do so on all their products next year. Roosevelt Lefkowitz, ABC 2 News.
All right, thanks a lot, Rosie. And the Environmental Working Group has released its 2011 sunscreen guide and came up with a list of sunscreens just to avoid altogether. And many of those are the real popular brands, so here are just a few. Aveeno Active Naturals Hydrosport Sunblock Spray, Aveeno Sunblock Spray Continuous Protection, the SPFs are on the screen there for you, Banana Boat Kids Ultra Sunscreen, Banana Boat Kids Ultra Mist Sunscreen, and Banana Boat Sport Performance Active Max Continuous Spray Sunscreen. Again, all of those are on our web. To score high marks in the rankings, a product must be effectively and adequately protect the skin from both UVA and UVB rays. Researchers say these brands just did not make the cut.